John Calvin on Psalm 90, verses 4 through 10. For 1,000 years in thy sight are but as yesterday when it is past, and as a watch in the night. Thou carriest them away as with a flood. They are as asleep. In the morning they are like grass which groweth up. In the morning it flourisheth and groweth up. In the evening it is cut down and withereth. For we are consumed by thine anger, and by thy wrath are we troubled. Thou hast set our iniquities before thee, our secret sins in the light of thy countenance. For all our days are passed away in thy wrath. We spend our years as a tale that is told. The days of our years are 60 years and 10, and if by reason of strength they be 80 years, yet is their strength labor and sorrow. For it is soon cut off, and we fly away. For 1,000 years in your sight are like a day that has just gone by, or like a watch in the night. This text is quoted by the Apostle Peter in a sense somewhat different. The design of Moses is to elevate the minds of men to heaven by withdrawing them from their own gross conceptions. And what is the object of Peter? As many, because Christ does not hasten his coming according to their desire, cast off the hope of the resurrection through the weariness of long delay, he corrects this preposterous impatience by a very suitable remedy. He perceives men's faith in the divine promises fainting and failing from their thinking that Christ delays his coming too long. Whence does this proceed, but because they grovel upon the earth? Peter therefore appropriately applies these words of Moses to cure this vice. As the indulgence in pleasures to which unbelievers yield themselves is to be traced to this, that having their hearts too much set upon the world, they do not taste the pleasures of a celestial eternity, so impatience proceeds from the same source. Hence we learn the true use of this doctrine. To what is it owing that we have so great anxiety about our life, but that nothing suffices us, and that we are continually molesting ourselves, but because we foolishly imagine that we shall nestle in this world forever? Let us learn, then, not to judge according to the understanding of the flesh, but to depend upon the judgment of God, and let us elevate our minds by faith, even to his heavenly throne, from which he declares that this earthly life, is nothing. Nor does Moses simply contrast 1,000 years with one day, but he contrasts them with yesterday, which is already gone. For whatever is still before our eyes has a hold upon our minds, but we are less affected with the recollection of what is past. With regard to the word watch, the ancients, as is well known, were accustomed to divide the night into 4 watches, consisting of 3 hours each. To express still more forcibly how inconsiderable that which appears to us a long period is in God's eyes, this similitude is added, that 1,000 years in his sight differ nothing from 3 hours of the night, in which men scarcely know whether they are awake or asleep.